So we have a brand new 3D printer that is announced this week and is also available. Man, they are rushing this. But anyways, it's a cubicle shaped 3D printer, a direct drive. We have seen this printer before, or something that looks very familiar with, the Sovol SV05. We are going to take a closer look on that 3D printer in Zachary's 3D Prints. Hello, this is Zachary and welcome to this video. If you are not familiar with the closer look videos on this YouTube channel, first of all, this is not a review video. I don't have the machine, but I am giving my opinion about what I think about this 3D printer. I don't have the printer, so I cannot compare it with anything, but on a website or on a YouTube video, I'm going to check the details about it. Sometimes I'm very positive, sometimes I'm very negative, or sometimes I make a little joke out of it. But you know, it is also as informing you as a viewer about new 3D printers. And you know, if you didn't know it, well, let me know in the comments. As a matter of fact, I cannot buy every single 3D printer that I'm, you know, seeing to do a review about. And since my channel is not that big, I don't get the opportunity to buy every single 3D printer, or that companies are shipping those printers for review purpose. Now that is out of the way, let's get into the video. Oh, a little side tip or some small information. Sovol is not part of Creality. It sources parts from Creality in order to make their own 3D printers. So Creality is not making 3D printers and branding them as Sovol. Well, let's get to the closer look and check this out. So the SV05 at $299 US in the pre-sale discount. I don't know how you would call it, but this 3D printer just hit the market this week. It's for sale. The original price is $349 US, but now let's check about this 3D printer. Just like mentioned, it looks very familiar with the Creality Ender-5 Pro. Here is the Creality Ender-5 Pro. I actually would say, hey, Zachary, that are two similar machines or the same machines. Well, okay, so this is Creality Ender-5 Pro, and Sovol is also comparing this 3D printer. I think the 05 hints a little bit like to the Creality Ender-5 series. What is so special about this 3D printer? It has a cubicle structure like the Creality Ender-5 Pro, all made out of 2040 aluminum extrusions and 2020s. It is not a Cortex-Y 3D printer, if you ask, but this is just a normal, regular Cartesian style 3D printer in a not cantilever arm system, where the X-axis moves over the Y-axis and the Z-axis moves up and down over the Z-axis. So this isn't a bed slinger. A bed slinger goes to bed from the back to the front, and from the front to the back, from the back to the front, something like that. It almost sounds like rapping, but hey, I'm not an artist, I'm not a singer, I'm not going to rap, okay? But this one, it's not a bed slinger, it's a bed slinger. It doesn't sling. But anyways, it's hops. It's a bed hopper? That sounds really weird. But anyways, let's stick to the print, okay? A belt tensioner for the X-axis. You can see it all the way on the left side, right over here. I can zoom in. What you can also see, something that the Ender-5 Pro doesn't have, a direct drive extruder. Something special? Yes, there's more added to it. Well, see it as a bonus. There is a CR Touch mounted on this printer as well. This is already a great start. Belt tensioner, direct drive, CR Touch. That way you will already get some, I think, in my opinion, better prints. Does it need to require a direct drive? No, I think a direct drive helps to improve your print quality by a lot. It doesn't always have to be that, although I see that there is a Bowden tube installed on this machine, but that is to guide the filament into your direct drive. What I also see here is on the bottom here, the display, it is not a color LCD touch screen. It's a just a dial knob. Press to enter or to select. So that will stay the same. But I mean, do you really need that? I mean, I would like it. But on the other hand, if you can operate your printer, select a print and then hit print, then that shouldn't be any problem, I guess. It's a nice thing to have a touchscreen and, you know, don't have any dialing knob. But hey, if it works, and it saves also cost on the total budget of a printer. What I already see here is a filament spool holder prominent on the right hand side. I already saw it on the Facebook page of Sovol. This spool holder, why is it on this side? Making the printer even bigger. Why not keeping it on the inside? My suggestion to take this off and try to mount it on this side. So your filament spool is still sticking out a little bit, but more flatter to the sides of the printer itself. I think that would be very nice to have. Metal direct drive extruder. Why is it metal? I mean, most of the parts of a stepper motor is made out of metal. I mean, it's not made out of plastic. But what I think that they mean is the housing, some other parts, except for the fan and the fan shroud, those are from plastic. Most of the direct drive extruder is made out of metal. The building volume of this 3D printer is 220 x 220 x 300 millimeters. Shall we compare this with the Ender-5 Pro? Well, 220, 220, 300. There is a 32-bit silent board from Creality in there, the board 4.2.2. So this board you will also find in the Ender-3 V2, for example. There is a flexible build plate. If I'm looking to this type of build plate, it takes me back to the days of the Creality Ender-3 Pro. Hint. This bed is a flexible magnetic bed. The adhesion is, I think, so as long as it works, it's great. But over time, the surface will, you know, break, and you better want to have a glass bed. The Y-axis with dual shaft. Well, there are those stepper motors that has a longer axis than normal. I think the Creality Ender-5 has that as well. Yeah, this from Creality, they are also using the same one. The coupling, what I see, it's the same one Creality uses, so maybe suggesting to replace it with another one so that the bowed tube has more grip. But oh wait, this is direct drive, so it's only for guidance. So with this printer you can print TPU, PLA, ABS, PETG and wood. Fixed bed fixed on the Z-axis, reduce moving time and fast printing, saving about 30% on print time. Yeah, okay, if you say so. Equipped with the SIA touch auto leveling sensor and high speed detection mode. Some auto bed leveling systems, ABLs, are not the fastest, and you see that it's going fast and then whoop, very slow, and it goes to the next one slow. It's like, come on, I have more to do. Yeah, turn around, don't look at the first layer. Silent board, of course, somebody's sleeping. 2208 stepper drivers. Solid hotbed support to limit bed sag, cause heavy print. Also an anti-backlash nut, so more stability, nice. Also very thick, smooth rods. Yellow springs, also good thing. I'm wondering which kind of power supply that they are using. Are they using Meanwell or the Creality ones? Some technical specifications. The build plate dimension 235 to 35. So you can use a lot of better build plates if you would like. Print speed suggested is 80 millimeters per second. Stock nozzle is 0.4. The extruder temperature or the nozzle temperature, I think that's the nozzle temperature, 260 degrees. In the operational hotbed temperature, wow, maximum is 110 degrees. So the power supply is a 350 watt Creality power supply. No Meanwell. I will put the links in the description of this video if you are interested to check this printer out for yourself. And also the price is $299 US. The price will be $349 US after the pre-sale is over. If you're still watching this video, thank you. You are amazing. If you want to support this channel monthly based, there is something called YouTube channel memberships. There is a link down the video somewhere here where you can click and check out the tiers. If you want to support this channel just one time, there's a thanks button. If you don't want to spend any money at all on this channel, feel free to like and subscribe. That way you also support this channel without paying anything for it. Feel free to share this video on social media and we will see each other next time. Peace. Bye bye.